भगवान श्री योगी रामसूरतकुमार की जय। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, योगी रामसूरतकुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी रामसूरतकुमार, Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanamastu. This evening twilight is very auspicious for the worship of the Lord, and even a small effort towards God will bear enormous benefit. All the celestial beings will be at worship, adding to a strong current in the cosmos. And our every effort will be supported by this extraordinary spiritual current. That is why these evening twilight times should not be indulged in any other pleasure, eating, sleeping, and the like should be avoided during the twilights, morning and the evening twilights, because it would promote the asuric qualities. Only the asuras, the rakshasas, they choose such times to eat and sleep and make merry. We all know what Bhagwan had said about the goal of life and why we have been given this body and this life, to work out the past karmas, and while doing so, to carefully do new karmas in the spirit of surrender to the Lord or the Guru. With deep gratitude, because this fortune of singing His powerful name in this evening twilight time in His powerful shrine is definitely a great fortune, and we are very, very grateful to Bhagwan, and we have offered the Nama lotuses at His feet. Before we offer our today's prayer, let us remember what we have to do about seva. We have been going through the messages of great, great souls who have come, who have attained God, the Nama way. Now what about seva? You may be very advanced in your concentration. Many people have developed this concentration power even in the worldly life. You go to an office, you sit there for 6 hours, 7 hours sometimes, completely absorbed in the work, not even knowing that you haven't moved out. It is a kind of meditation in the office, but this meditation is being done on something mundane. But then this concentration should be on God, and this Nama chanting should be supported by our virtuous qualities. One should develop the virtues also while chanting the name. What are the virtues? Not speaking a lie, not talking ill of people, especially the great souls, because we are unable to understand them at our level. So we should never judge the great souls, we should never judge anybody, far less the great souls. So not speaking a lie, not talking ill of people, and finding out what we lack and practicing it. Not putting the blame on others for your own failures. Not getting jealous of people who progress in some way or the other. Not fearing anything because God is with us or Bhagwan is with us. Not grumbling over anything. As I used to say, the higher power is running the whole show of your life. Every event of your life, every moment, it is being run by the highest power. We all think that we are running our own lives. In fact, every day I add to the prayer saying that we have to run our everyday life as an offering to you. But in truth, we are not running our lives. The higher power is activating us into running this life according to His will. We do not know these subtleties of life, but this is what Bhagwan said, that you have to develop virtues simultaneously. Otherwise, you may have advanced in concentration in the yoga sadhana, but you would easily be led astray. We would be misled because the ego is a trickster. You would never know what the ego would do to preserve itself. So Bhagwan is warning us. It is He who said, you keep chanting the name, it doesn't matter whether you pronounce it properly or not, whether you have faith or not, whether you have devotion or not, whether you have concentration or not. Keep chanting, chanting, chanting. And then He said, chanting the name will bring everything. All other virtues will follow suit. Yes, that is true. But He says, He also warns us, we have to practice these virtues as much as we can. Shri Bodhendra, he has written that Nama Aparada should not be done. For example, lying and humiliating people, getting irritated with people, talking ill of them as though you are beyond it, and growing desire after desire after desire. Every desire consumes your very, very precious energy that you have gathered by your tapas. So Bhagwan says, the seva, Nama and seva, yes, and the seva should be based upon the virtues. We must learn to talk pleasantly. We must learn to be nice to people, kind to people, rush to help them readily, in the spirit of surrender to the Guru, without any expectations. It's a great sadhana. And not harming people or other beings, animals. Ahimsa. And of course, say what you think and act according to your word. The thought, word and deed must be in perfect alignment. You should not think something, say something else and do something else. then there will be no accumulation of Atma Shakti. You would begin to lose it even before you begin your sadhana. So all the Nama chanters are being warned, try and practice these great virtues as much as possible for you. We can only try, and try we must. Because Bhagwan has said, this trying and trying and trying, no matter how many times we fall, is tapas. God is watching us. He's watching our struggles. He's also watching how we persevere, whether we easily give up or persevere with determination. So, some of those virtues are easy to practice, and let us practice along with Nama chanting. Often we develop ego over social service or even Nama chanting. Oh, I have chanted so much. Oh, I know this Mahatma, that Mahatma, I've moved very closely with him. Any trace of ego is dangerous. You would never know when you would fall into the pit of Maya. So they call it Mano Nasham. The ego should be killed by Guru's grace and by your hard, determined struggles. And those who practice virtues along with Nama chanting progress faster. So let us remember what is important in life, our attitude to life. How do we develop it? As seva, your devotion to God must become love for people around. And this love must expand and flower into seva, selfless seva. So the devotion to God, unless it leads to harmony and love with people around, it's no use. It would delay you as much further. So this attitude of gratitude to the Guru, attitude to be sincere, enthusiastic, earnest, and truthful in sadhana is very important. So the Nama chanting should be supported by these virtues. The virtues are called divine wealth. Otherwise, we would be committing a sin, not even knowing that we are committing. So let us remember that for seva, it is very important to observe, to develop the virtues. We shall now offer our today's prayer, and before that, about the self-pride. I came across a story, a Pandit called Vamana Pandit. He was a great scholar in the Vedas, in Shastras, in all knowledge. He was also very proud of his scholarship. He used to go from place to place, invite all the great scholars of the place, and he found a great pleasure in defeating them in arguments. And he was doing it repeatedly, all the time touring. One day, on his way to some place, he came and sat under a tree, and then he heard some voices. Because he was also an advanced soul, he had developed some siddhis, and he could. Two Brahma Rakshasas sitting on the tree. They are a type of ghosts. They were talking. The one was saying, "Look, this is my place on this tree. I have defeated people 4 times wherever I went. So I deserve this place on this tree. You cannot come here." The other Brahma Rakshasa said, No, I have defeated 5 times. You say only 4. I can say I have done it 5 times. Every place. Defeated 5 scholars. Humiliated them. So this is rightly my place. And immediately the first one looked down and said, "Oh, you see, this one sitting down there? He is doing it several times wherever he goes. He defeats the great scholars, disrespects them, humiliates them. And he has done it more than you and me, so he may claim a place here. He will also become a Brahma Rakshasa like us and will claim a place here on this tree." As soon as Vamana Pandit heard this conversation, he was flabbergasted, shocked. And then he understood in a flash that he had developed the self-pride so much without being aware of it, because of which he was humiliating truly great scholars. And then, of course, he changed his way of life. He became a true scholar with such humility, and he wrote many great works. The other day we also heard how Indra was put down by Krishna when Indra developed ego. He thought he was the king of the Devas. He wanted to build a huge palace. He called the architect of the Devaloka, Vishwakarma, and ordered a very huge palace like never before. And Vishwakarma was sweating it out, was praying to Krishna to come to his help. So Krishna appeared before Indra and said, "How many Vishwakarmas you are employing for your palace, this grand palace?" He said, "Devaloka has only one Vishwakarma. So you are using one Vishwakarma alone for building such a huge palace?" "Yes, as a king of the Devas, I deserve it." Krishna smiled to himself, and then he turned. There was a line of ants, these big black ants, coming into Devaloka, just entering. Surely it was Krishna's drama, and it was Indra's turn to be shocked. He said, "What is this? How could these ants come into Devaloka?" Krishna smiled and said very casually, "Oh, they were all Indras before, like you. Now they have taken this birth. And they were all curious to see how you were building your palace." And then Indra realized, oh, even the Devendras can fall down if they do not have virtues, and they may be born even as an ant. So beware These stories tell us that we have to be really careful not to create new karmas by our ignorance, by our arrogance, by not observing the virtues, leading to more and more births. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. We pray to you again and again for stepping in immediately and bring the war to a stop and make the peace talks successful. Today I read somewhere that they have invited each other for peace talks. I think the Ukraine Prime Minister invited Russia once again for peace talks, and let's see how it develops. Our prayers submitted in the powerful shrine of Bhagwan, and every day at that, cannot go waste. It has to work out. So let us wait and see. We do not know, we may not associate the positive developments with Yogi Ramsuratkumar, but the devotees can be very sure that every prayer that is submitted before our Bhagwan, he is there standing with a smile on his lips and a hand raised in benediction, and granting our prayers which we can justify. So we pray to you, Bhagwan, again and again to make these talks, at least this round, successful, so that the war would stop. You have already declared there would be no third world war. We also beg you to uproot once for all the negativities of the mind which are responsible for such situations. We beg you, Bhagwan, to bring to the world a dharmic normalcy in all aspects of life. We pray to you to reach out to all those people who are suffering on the war front and otherwise in other places, and do the needful. And Bhagwan, we also beg you for a lift to our economy, and our prayers, intense prayers at your feet for unbroken chanting of your name, ceaseless remembrance of your auspicious, powerful name. Knowing not a single Nama goes waste. Every Nama helps to achieve our prayers. Every Nama cleanses us. It does its transforming work. We also beg you, Bhagwan, to bless us to be fine and sattvic instruments in your hands. And since we have the ego, and we all think that we are thinking, talking and doing things, we also have to run our everyday life, but as an offering to you, a humble offering to you. We beg you again to bless us not to be caught by the temptations of Maya. Finally, we seek that supreme blessing for the supreme state of peace and fullness. For this, we need to be purified completely by your prescription of Nama and Seva. Please bless us to be able to see your vibrant, living presence everywhere and everything. And Bhagwan, Please bless us also to see your sankalpa, your will behind all the happenings of life. And more importantly, even in the ruinous, cruel sufferings of life, they are for sure the karmic effect of our past, and yet compassionate, generous as you are, you also put a blessing, you make it a blessing for all of us, for our spiritual progress and closeness to you. Please, Bhagwan, bless us to be able to accept every suffering that life brings to us as a blessing in disguise, as a gift of grace from you, and be grateful to you. This is what you had emphasized upon, repeated. We also pray for all the species of the cosmos, in whatever state of being they are, to be free from that state of miseries and to be lifted to a higher plane. We also beg you for that ultimate grace. We take refuge in your Nama and Seva, and we seek deliverance from this vicious cycle of samsara, the never-ending waves of the samsara samudra, for which again we need to be liberated from the deadly grip of the ego. We beg you again and again and again, a million times, for everyone, for that supreme blessing of eternal living in you, the eternal supreme entity. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.